Unfortunately, this week, I didn't have a lot of time to sit down and plan out a full-on podcast episode. Just been a little bit crazy with travel and a couple of different business conferences and seminars and things like that. But I still wanted to make sure that we had something to put out this week. And so I wanted to share a quick little tidbit that has served me very well when it comes to the underwriting process, when I'm vetting borrowers, when I'm going through all the different loan criteria, just seeing if this is a good deal that I should even fund. And that is that if it is difficult to give money to a borrower, it's going to be difficult to get money from a borrower. What I mean by that is I have found it to be very true. And this was a tip that I learned from another lender, but I think it's incredibly valuable. There are just those borrowers that you work with that it is like pulling teeth to get them to do anything. They say, hey, we're trying to do this. We're trying to do this. I really need to get this, funded or whatever. And you say, okay, I'm good. I'm happy to go through and help you fund this, but I need you to get me the documents. I need you to get me X, Y, Z. And it is pulling teeth to get them to send you anything. And so what I mean by that is if it is difficult to give them money, it's going to be very difficult to get money. And again, like I said, that has held a lot of value for me, and I've seen that come true. So take that for what it's worth. But if you have a borrower who says all these things, they're making all these promises, they say that they, need to close quick and they need to move fast, but it is like pulling teeth to get them to do anything, it's going to be very difficult for them to repay you as well. I like the borrowers who I send over a request and within an hour or two, I have all of their documents. I've got the purchase agreement. I've got the comps. I've got X. I've got Y. I've got Z. And we're ready to go. And those are my favorite borrowers. So again, like I said, take that for what it's worth, but this has served me very well. And I hope it does for you. Like I said, next week, guys, I promise I'll have something a little bit more substantial. I just got back from a scaling workshop with Alex Hormozy. I think that podcast is going to be very valuable. So stay tuned for that. And I will catch you next week on the Lender Podcast. Thanks for listening.